offer, gifts that I have yet to find, skills that I am slow to sharpen, talents of the hand and mind, things made beautiful for others in the place where I must be. Take my gifts and let me love you, God who first of all loved me. Amen. Last evening, I attended the North Farms Fire Department banquet, their annual gathering, and had a wonderful evening of conversation and fellowship with all those who volunteer in that fire department. And it reminded me of all the wonderful ways that we need each other in our church family, in the community in which we live, and of the incredible graciousness, the sharing of time and talent and treasure, the way in which people volunteer and give, sometimes even sacrificially, because they care. As I was speaking to them, I talked about their ministry, and they chuckled a little bit. They were not necessarily thinking that their work is a ministry. But any time someone is caring about and for and binding up the wounds, it is a ministry. And I thanked them for their hours of volunteer service, their training that they have taken year in and year out, for responding to fires at people's homes and helping those people survive, for responding to horrendous accidents on the highway, especially I-91, and addressing those emergencies, and for all the times that firemen arrive at our homes because we need emergency attention ourselves or for someone we love. All those volunteer hours which make such a profound difference. It is indeed a ministry. Do you know that just the North Farms Fire Department responded to over 800 events in the last 12 months? 800 emergencies. EMT was needed, or a car was on fire, or there was an accident on the highway, or a house was on fire, or someone fell, or there was another accident of some nature. All those times, and every one of those folks who volunteered or who responded is a volunteer. Last Sunday, Chaplain Schultes said words about how our society, our culture, has an inherent goodness about it. The way in which we live and share our lives and share our gifts. And only he could say this because he has the point of reference, having spent so much time in other nations, and especially Afghanistan. He made the observation that America is fundamentally good. It desires to do good. Its people desire for all people a certain goodness. And that certainly is reflected in this faith family. A desire to reach beyond ourselves and do the right thing, to offer goodness, hospitality, time, talent, whatever it takes. There's a symbol on the banner behind me and it is that wonderful, enduring Christian symbol of the 5 loaves and 2 fish. I know that many times, especially about this time of year, we grumble about all the requests for help, all the asks that we receive in the mail, on the phone, and in the settings where we are. We even spend time in our own staff discussions worrying that we ask for too many things here at the church. The asks are based on a very real assumption that people will do what they are able to do. We're not asking for more than we should ask for. When we ask for that can of fruit or vegetables or that turkey, only if you are able, share that gift. When we ask for your time and your volunteer help here in this setting or at a firehouse or in the community, if you are able, share out of your desire to do something good. Do not take upon yourselves this feeling of, I'm tired of being asked. Pick and choose what you can do. Pick those things that make sense for you. You don't have to do everything, but do those things that touch your heart, that have deep meaning for you. That's all God expects. Give as you are able. And theologically, the astounding thing is that when each of us does something, there is a spiritual blessing that is almost indescribable. A little boy gave those 5 loaves and 2 fish, seemingly incredibly inadequate, given the need to feed 5,000 men plus women and children. But there was a blessing of the act of generosity, a blessing of the heart that gave, a blessing of the offering. And that blessing created an abundance that responded to the need. Theologically, it's a wonderful concept, and it's a concept that we see repeated over and over again on our life's journey. When people offer something. This afternoon, our team is going out and gathering food for these Thanksgiving baskets. And I'm told now that there are very few churches that are actually participating in this activity anymore, because we have a growing number of churches who feel strapped financially, and obviously a growing number of families in those churches that feel strapped. And we ourselves certainly have families in our faith family who are really hurting financially, and we know that. But because we try, because we do what we are able, there is an abundance. And I have faith that God's going to bless what people are able to do this afternoon, and there will be 30 grocery baskets or boxes of food. Last year, when our youth went out and gathered for this special Thanksgiving offering, there were some 60 turkeys that were given. And those turkeys were shared with the community dinner and others who needed them. As we